Hey YouTube, good morning, it's Cherise here and it's currently 9:46 a.m. I'm just getting ready to go get my breakfast and then go to the library and get some work done that I have due today at 12:30. I'm in a good mood, I'm feeling good, some hilarious stuff happened this morning, really funny stuff. But yeah, I'm in a good mood and I'm going on a date tonight with one of my old high school friends who now lives in the area, and he's lived in the area for the past couple years, and the last time we met up was 2 years ago in 2014. So I'm excited to see him tonight, and I thought I would do a get ready with me for this friendly date night. We're gonna go to Olive Garden, so I need to text him and remind him, make sure he remembers. But yeah, I'm excited for that. First, let's talk about what I did to my face. I cleansed my face and I primed first using my Cover FX mattifying primer with acne treatment. Then I went in with my Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector, which is where all the whiteness is. And this will prevent oil from breaking through all day. Then I went in with the Makeup Forever Base Hydrant Primer just under my eyes because my under eyes get really dry. The foundation I'm going to use today is the Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation because I want more of a skin-like, glowy, dewy, but not really finish to my skin. And I feel like this is almost empty. I was using it like every single day for a while, so it might be almost empty because I'm having a hard time getting it to come out. There we go. I like to dab it on little dots all over the face and then go on with a beauty blender or a brush, but I'm gonna use a beauty blender. And I really do like this foundation a whole lot. On my skin, it's like a perfect color match. I love that about it. And it's just really pretty. I remember I wore this to like the first day of poetry writing. And there's a girl there who works at Ulta who like was like, "What foundation are you wearing? You look so good. It's so smooth. It's so perfect. It's so this and that." And I got a lot of compliments on my skin when wearing this foundation. But this is how I like to apply it. You do you. I just like to make all these little tiny dots. Yeah, it's like almost empty because I'm having to like squeeze using two hands. Oh, this is weird. Hashtag I'm not coordinated enough for this. Alright, I think we're good when it comes to applying it onto the face. I already got my lipsticks chosen out, my possible colors. I already know the look I want to do, so this video shouldn't be super all over the place. Grabbing a mirror, I'm going to go in with the Beauty Blender. And just go ahead and blend this out. This is like kind of a moussey like textured foundation. It applies real smooth and nice. It has a nice medium coverage, medium to full coverage. I'm using a damp beauty blender to just blend this into my skin. Making sure to get around my nose, any little creases and crevices. And the only thing I kind of don't like about it is that it applies kind of patchy once it starts to like set. If you try to do any further blending, it literally like comes off. So that's my only thing I don't like. As you can see, I have patchiness in the forehead and a little bit on the cheek area. But I think that's just because my primers are so I guess potent that they really grab onto the foundation. So I always end up having to like work on the forehead and my cheek area a little bit. Just so that they look really even. I wonder if I went in with a little bit of the Dream Matte Mousse foundation, would that help it? But other than that, it really is pretty, but I've noticed that it's just hard to sometimes avoid the patchiness. I think that's probably why I was using a brush. Maybe. That makes sense. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more to the patchy areas. I'm going to go on with a brush, and I'm going to use this e.l.f. brush, the e.l.f. powder brush, even though it has some glitter on it. Just to smooth out any patchy areas. That may have been peeking through. Because as you can see, it does apply real nice and smooth and even. But I feel like a beauty blender like really works it into the skin nicely. So I'm using very light pressure to spread this out over the skin and cover up any patchiness. And essentially I'm doing 2 layers just to make sure everything is uniform and not patchy, uniform and even. So I guess I would recommend using a brush so that you can do this on with the first layer, because as you can see, this is working a lot better. But yeah, once it sets, it's like not going anywhere. I recently watched a review on this from, I can't remember her name, on YouTube, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to use that foundation tomorrow, because I haven't used it in a while, and I really do love this drugstore foundation. It's one of my top favorite drugstore foundations now. And I think one of the reasons I love it so much is because I don't have to mix any shades or colors, and I can set it with a translucent powder because it literally is my perfect color match. You see how smooth that is? It's so pretty on the skin. And I've worn this foundation without setting it, and I still love the way that it looks after multiple hours. Kind of just going under the eyes a little bit. Is this eyeshadow? Alright, now I'm taking the Beauty Blender. Nope, don't take the Beauty Blender, it messes it up. Just stick to the brush. Alright, there's like some lint or something on my face. I don't know what's going on with my face. Some of these little spots. There's like lint. I don't know, it's black or it's eyeshadow. I don't know what it is, but it's really bothering me. It's annoying me. So I just want to add a little bit more right here where I put that Beauty Blender that kind of took away some product. yeah, I like the brush, the way a brush just evenly spreads it out. I don't feel like you need concealer with this. I'm not going to use any concealer. So I like the color just the way it is. And I rather do contouring and bronzing with this one. Because I don't really need to lighten it up or cancel out any redness with it. Hopefully you can see how nicely this brush is applying it. Yeah, I have a hair stuck on in my foundation. That's what that is. Wow, there's like a hair stuck in here. I'm gonna try and get it out. Oops, and I just got foundation on my leg. Which I was planning to wear white pants, so I need to not have foundation on my leg. Alright, so I think I've got it applied on pretty evenly now. It needs to be set with powder. Like I said, I'm going to use translucent powder, my black opal. And the BH Cosmetics flat top brush. Let me set up another mirror. I'm just going to press this into the skin. This is just going to make things look even more smooth. I'm really going to focus it in the areas where I get creasing / where I get oily. Like my eyelids, under the eyes, the sides of the nose. And this will help prevent any creasing in my forehead. And if you think, this powder does make you look a little bit ashy and pale at first, because the translucent color is literally like a light beige. But it does an excellent job at controlling oil and preventing creasing. And it helps reduce transfer, because this foundation does transfer if you don't set it. Is that my alarm to wake up? Sure is. Oh gosh, these girls are hilarious. Oh wow, it's been an eventful morning, a hilarious morning. Alright, so I'm pretty much done with the translucent powder, and I don't think I'm going to need to touch up at all today. Just because of how this foundation performs and how it lasts. There's a little bit of glitter on my face, but we're just going to ignore that. And there's a little bit of like lint stuck in the foundation, which is really bothering me. I'm not sure how it got in there. It's like right over here. Okay, I think I got rid of it. I don't know. I don't want to keep brushing because it's going to mess up the foundation, which it already has. It's going to bother me if it isn't like perfect, so I might have to go over with some colored powder because you guys know how picky I am. Wow. Sorry, this is interesting. Wow. Okay, so it doesn't look that bad, but I don't know why I'm fanning my face like it's wet. But now I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal True Match powder and my Black Radiance powders. Actually, do I really want? I really kind of don't want to go over my whole face with powder because I like the color of this foundation, but at the same time, the little pieces of lint in it are really bothering me. So I'm going to take my L'Oreal True Match powder in C7 Nut Brown. Same brush that we use for the translucent powder, and I'm going to go in with a light layer of this all over. This is going to add a little bit more coverage. And this is definitely going to lock everything in place. And I'm kind of just, applying this all over. It's also going to help cover up some of the little tiny pieces of lint that got stuck in the foundation. Like I don't understand how it got in there, why it's here, why it felt like it could just come and mess up my foundation, my makeup, intrude on my life. I'm trying to apply it as evenly as possible so I don't look patchy. But at this point, I honestly feel like you shouldn't use double powders like I am now. I'm only doing this because there's some places where, like I said, there's like lint mixed in with the foundation. It looks kind of gray and strange. And I just kind of want to cover it up instead of starting my face all over because, like I said, I need to buy another one of these foundations. Or actually, I shouldn't buy another one. I should wait because I have so many other ones I need to use. It's mostly over here where that lint is on my face. This powder is a little bit deeper than the foundation. That's fine. It's not off or anything. Like it matches my undertone, just a little bit deeper than the foundation, which is okay. I do love this foundation a lot though. I just need to remember not to apply it with a beauty blender. Use a brush. Alright. So now I'm just kind of picking up all the leftover powder that is on the compact and using that to touch up any other areas that need it. I also like to go over my ears. I don't even know what I'm going to wear yet. I just knew how I wanted to do my makeup. Alright, so My foundation is now super matte and super flat. So we're going to add some dimension back into the face. Sorry I keep snippling. Let's keep it in, keep it in the L'Oreal family, but I meant Maybelline. No, I'm going to use Black Radiance. So I'm going to use Black Radiance Rich Mahogany, if I can find it. Here it is. To contour the skin and this BH Cosmetics 113 brush. And this is Rich Mahogany. It's deeper than I am. And it's really, really pretty. And I'm literally just following the cheekbone, and I'm kind of blending as I go so that I don't get a super harsh line. And you can kind of use the side or the tip of this brush too. And I'm really pressing up against my cheekbone. Like so. I don't know if y'all see that subtle difference that makes. And then for the perimeters of my face, I just like to tap. Tap it all over. But yeah, I think I'm making good time. I just need to eat breakfast. I know exactly what I need to do for this project, and it doesn't have to be turned in today. She just wants us to get started on it and just basically investigate our piece and know more about it. It's some score analysis that I need to do. My brow's doing something funky. So yeah, it's nothing too hardcore intense. I just need to make sure nobody else has the book, or I'll have to copy those pages out of the book. I know the exact book I need. I know the page number, I know the volume of the book. I just need to get over there, get my sick tea, because my allergies are intensifyingly, they're getting more intense and a little bit worse. And I'm trying not to go to the doctor this year because I haven't been sick this entire year, but it's starting to get a little much. And I'm kind of over it. So all my brushes have glitter on them. I really need to wash my brushes. But I've run out of my Zoot bar. I need to get another one of those. As you can see, this is really adding some dimension to the face up here. Love this powder. For contouring, it looks so good. And I'm just blending. I love this brush for applying like contour and bronzer because it's really soft, but it's also kind of dense, but not really. So it really diffuses the color really nice. So I really like that. And time for the other cheek. I'm literally following the cheekbone. Like I said, I'm blending as I go. And also these lights make everything more intense because of how bright they are. So it's looking more intense on camera than it does in person. But yeah, this is Black Radiance Rich Mahogany. I highly suggest this for my ladies that are in the NW45, NC50 range, and like MAC foundations. Like I've never really worn a MAC foundation, but I know that I'm in that general shade range because I compare my skin tone to other people on YouTube that do use those foundations. But that's basically my general shade range in MAC. I don't really wear MAC. So when people ask, I'm like, oh, I don't really wear MAC, but I'm guessing it's right in there. I have had NW45 put on my face before, and it's too red for me. Like, it looks scary on my skin. It's too red. Alright. So now we have that applied. You can put a little bit on the jawline under the chin. Slim all that up. I don't really need to slim it up. I think I just like doing it because I see other people do it, being honest. I'm liking this contour. I like the way it looks. And we also need to do the sides of the nose. And I just use the same brush. I was practicing harmonics on flute last night. It sounded terrible. I got it though after I was in there for probably about an hour and a half working on it, on the low D and low C, and then you play the octave above, and then you play the fifth above that octave, and then you play another fifth, or then you play another octave above that octave, and I think there's an octave above that or a fifth above that octave. Either which way, you're holding down the same note though, and it's all about your aperture and your embouchure and your airspeed and direction, and that's what changes the octave that you're playing in and the harmonic that you're playing. It's actually pretty neat stuff. But yeah, if you're not a band nerd, you probably are like, what is this girl talking about? But it's hard though. It's very hard, especially for somebody who isn't a flute player. Like I'm basic. I'm a basic flute player. And yeah, it's a little difficult. And I always feel like I'm gonna pass out because the flute takes so much air. Like, bruh. Kind of going under here. A little more contour powder. Around my cheeks. But yeah, it takes so much air. I'm just like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out when I play in the practice room. I have to take lots of breaks because I don't want to pass out. But I feel lightheaded when I play the flute. I also feel lightheaded when I play soprano clarinet. It's so strange that I'm used to playing these much larger instruments. They're like, oh, you need more air for that. But for some reason, it's these small instruments with these small mouthpieces that like kill me the most. I don't understand. Alright, so we need to get going. Alright, so now I'm just like, I don't know, blending all over with this brush because I feel like it. I feel like my nose is nice and contour now. I'm kind of just blending it. So now we have dimension in the face. Time to add some blush and highlight. Or maybe just blush. I actually kind of don't want to highlight today and be super glowing. At least not down the bridge of my nose. Because my nose literally looks gold. That's how I like it though. But I'm just not feeling that today. Instead, I'm going to go in with a blush that I haven't used in a while on here. And this is from Black Radiance, and it's called Warm Berry, and it's really, really pretty. And it's broken, but that's the color. It's a really nice color. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. complexion brush that I always use to apply brush and highlighter. But we're just going to do blush today. And I'm going to just get some of this on the brush and try not to make a super duper giant mess. So like I said, it is broken. I'm placing this right on the apple and blending it up. Like so. And because it is a baked blush, it kind of has a little bit of sheen to it, a little bit of glow to it. But I really do like this color a lot. It's really pretty. I feel like it's very flattering on my skin tone. Okay, getting a little bit more, putting that away. Now I want to highlight. Always after I put on blush, I'm like, yeah, I need highlight. And we're applying that right. Oh. Oh. To the apples of the cheeks. If you feel like you've applied too much, which I do feel like I've applied a little bit too much, just go back in with the brush you used to apply your all over face powder and go around the edges. I honestly don't mind a kind of strong blush, so I'm not going to go over mine too much with this brush. Okay. It already has kind of a little bit of glow to it. I just want a little more glow on the bridge of the nose and a little bit on the cheeks. So what I'm going to do is use a fan brush, which is something y'all never really see me do. And the highlighter I want to use is from the Missy Lynn palette. So I'm kind of switching it up a little bit. And I'm going to use the more pink one, this one, on the right hand side of the Missy Lynn palette. So I'm using this Coastal Scents fan brush. I'm applying a little bit of that. Right to my cheekbones. Literally is like a concentrated amount, just right to the cheekbones, not all over, not like crazy how I normally do. Also gonna use this to do the bridge of the nose. Just a little bit. And the cupid's bow area a little bit. And with whatever's left over, I will go ahead and brush through the eyebrow region, whatever's left over. And kind of just dust this all over the face. So you have a really subtle glow for me, not too much, not doing the most how I normally do, just a little bit. Alright, moving on to, I think I'm gonna do brows off camera and go to eyes and lips now. I'll do my brows off camera. Y'all have seen me do them enough. It's nothing special. Also, I think I've used all drugstore stuff. So I'm going into this beauty treats, no, into this absolute makeup palette set in Gypsy. Perfect 22 colors from the Absolute brand. I got this at my local hair store in Sumter, South Carolina. And I want a very simple eye look. So we are going to place this shimmery brown all over the lid. I've been really into simple eye looks lately. I'm just going to use this like concealer type brush to do that. That's a really pretty brown. And I'm applying this all over the lid and stopping right in the crease. And I just hit paint on this shadow. It's a really pretty, like, bronzy, brownish, golden color. It's really pretty. And it's just the perfect amount of, like, shimmer and gives just enough pop to the eyes. And I'm just kind of emphasizing the fact that I'm stopping right in the crease, because I'm going to go in with another shade that's one of my favorites. I'm also using this brush to apply this to the bottom lash line area. It makes it really easy because it's so flat. This brush is so flat. I don't feel like I'm going to kill myself or poke myself in the eye. And then we're going to add some Morocco. Actually, I kind of don't want to add Morocco. I kind of just like it like this. I was going to add some more to the crease. Actually, I know a shade I can use. That just came to mind. And I'm going to go ahead and take this like champagne-y color right here, this really light color, and apply that to the inner tear duct using this brush. It has a nice little point to it. You see how this is just like making the eye pop open. Okay, so now we need to take a fluffy brush. We can put this shadow away. I'm going to go into the Tartelette and Bloom palette and take a fluffy crease brush. I don't even know what's on it. But yeah, the skin is looking quite nice. And we're going to go into the color Rebel. And we're going to use that in the crease. And this is just a little bit more cool than Morocco. Very similar, but not as intense as Morocco. Just go ahead and blend that into the crease. like so. I'm really staying like on the very edge of what we already put down on the lid because I want that to be the main focus. Wow, 2 days in a row I'll have an actual eye look. That's something new for me, like with 3 shadows. I'm on a roll this week. Yesterday was only because I missed my 9 a.m. class. My phone died in the middle of the night, so my alarm didn't go off, and I woke up at like 8:52. 8:52 or 8:54, something like that. Some more lint that just fell on my face I just picked off. I don't know where this lint is coming from. Why is it on my brushes? And you see that it's just really adding a little bit more depth and dimension to the eyes. It's really pretty. Not doing too much, real simple. Of course, one eye always comes out a little bit different than the other one. And I feel like this one has more intensity, like right here. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Activist, which is a really deep color. And just, oh, yeah, it's really deep. Oh, be careful. And, oh, I didn't want anything this dark, but yeah, we're gonna run with it. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of that right in here. It's so windy outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that. All right. So I'm just blending that kind of on the outer part of the crease. Gonna go back into Rebel and blend over the top of it. Alright, so I'm done with eyeshadow. My nose. Yesterday I had a really nice winged eyeliner on. I'm trying to debate, do I want to do winged eyeliner today? I feel like it'd be pretty, but you know, let's go for it. And I was going to use my e.l.f. one. I do love my e.l.f., but I just feel like using my Kat Von D Tattoo ink liner. It looks like this. And for those of you that, this may be like your first video or whatever watching me, you see I don't really go all the way in. I kind of start at the middle of the eye. With my winged eyeliner. Right now I'm just kind of lining the upper lash line. Just trying to get a feel for what I want to do. What kind of shape do I want? And I want it to come straight out. I don't know if you can see. And be very skinny. I was like, did I mess up my nail already? So I'm gonna switch to another eyeliner because that one's becoming difficult to use. I'm gonna go to my e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner. And I want it to come straight out from the eye. And to be very skinny. We'll call this Naziha eyeliner. One of my best friends from middle school. This is kind of how she does her eyeliner, and I really like it. I feel like it just elongates the eyes and is really, really pretty. Just kind of brushing over the face. And of course I'm going to add mascara to the top and bottom lashes, but I'm going to do that off camera. But you can see this, how this just made my eyes bigger and just open them up. So let's go on to lips. I have some of my favorite nude lipsticks picked out. I've been really kind of into nude lips lately. I did wear a bright pink lip yesterday, but I've been liking peach, peachy, nudie, pink lips as of late. And sorry. And I'm thinking about Crazy for Coffee. That's a pretty nude color. That might be an option, just showing you some options. Teddy Bear from Milani, which is a really pretty nude. Mochalicious from Wet n Wild. You can see that. This is really pretty. But I think I'm going to wear this color called Rose Femme. It has a little bit more color to it. And this is from Milani. And these lipsticks from Milani smell so good. They're very creamy and moisturizing, which is one reason I like them a lot. So this is the color I'm gonna wear for my date night. Like, it's a nude, but it's there, but not too much. I feel like this looks really good with my skin tone and with the look in general. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Like I said, all I need to do is my brows and add mascara, but this is essentially the date night look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Bye, YouTube.